So the next mode will be getting into something called global configuration mode. Now, global configuration mode is a nest mode. And what we can do is we can simply make the changes. Like if you go back, what we have seen here, we discussed about the user mode and the privilege mode. You can only do changes. Means you cannot make any changes. You just simply verify. As you can see in the privilege mode, I cannot make any changes. Here also, I cannot make any changes. So if you are thinking about making the changes, you have to go to the next mode called global configuration mode. And what is the command you have to give to go to the global configuration mode? The first you have to go from user mode to privilege mode, and that is your enable command. And from there, you have to give the command called configure terminal. Configure terminal is a command which will take you to the next mode called global configuration mode. Now, how it looks like config hash. When you see config hash, it means that you are in the global configuration mode or config mode. That's what in short I call it as. And here we cannot execute any show command. Show commands or copy commands, erase commands will not work here. Okay. So if you want to use these commands, you have to go back to this mode because these commands are not applicable here. Because most of the time we think, the next mode it works, but not that way. So I'll give configure terminal. I'm using tab buttons to autocomplete. You can see it takes me to the global configuration mode. And if I try to give the same commands like show IP interface brief or show run is a shortcut, show start, startup config, these commands will not work here. So anytime you want to execute the show commands or copy commands, so all these commands, you have to go back to the next mode. Exit takes you to the next mode. And anytime you want to come back to the global configuration mode, you have to execute the command called configure terminal or simply shortcut conf t, that will be sufficient. Now, what you can do here, mainly the changes. Anytime you want to make any changes, the first mode is configuration mode. So let's try to make one change. We'll change the host name. Now, host name is important to change because by default, the default name will be of this device is switch. And this switch is also the default name is switch only, right? The default name of this device also will be switch, right? Switch is the default name of any device you take it, whether this one or even if you take any other switch. Let me take some random switches, drag and drop, assuming that we have the switch here. We can go to the CLI from here as well. We can just click on CLI. This is also console connection only. We can even do this. I'll be using this one because every time connecting the console cable is not really a good thing, right? This is also console connection. And you can see the name is switch. Whether the switch 1 or switch 2, the name is same. That's a default name. And especially in the production scenarios, when you have multiple devices, the name should be changed. So I have to give the names like switch floor 1, switch floor 2, switch floor 3, like that. So which will give a good understanding on which switch you are exactly working on. Because if the name is same, then you don't know exactly which switch you are logging in. That's going to be a confusing, right? So to avoid that, we can change the name. Let me show you how to change. Go to the global configuration mode and then change the host name. Host name, you can give any name like switch 1 or floor 1. Let's say the switch 1 and the floor 1. And you can go to the other device, the black screen. Black screen is the console cable connected. I can say switch 2 on the floor 1. Let's say there are 2 switches like that we can do. Or even you can do for the router as well. Or you can say like most of the time the naming will be a switch and the head office. Let's say head office, let's say in Hyderabad, head office, something like that. So because most of the time you will be accessing the switches or the routers remotely, and it's very difficult, when you say switch and floor 1 and you don't know which branch or which location we are actually accessing. So most of the time host name is very important because if you don't change the host name or if you don't give the proper host name, then it will be confusing for anyone to figure out the difference. You can see there are 2 devices here. If I just use this name here, then there is no way you can differentiate or tell which device actually I'm in. But when you say this one, we can say like, okay, this is a switch one in the floor one, and this is a switch two in the floor one, like that. Similar way, you can make changes to routers also.